and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emmylou the Mudlark, and today is the third episode of my seasonal podcast, the winter episode. As it is the start of a new year, I thought I would first look back on my favourite finds from the last year. I started filming my Mudlark with me's in September, and the fourth will be coming soon. They usually consisted of around an hour or two of mudlarking, often along Limehouse's Little Beach, which is my favourite spot on the Thames. I think my favourite treasure of the year would be all the pipe bulbs I found.
It is another pipe bulb, and you can see that there's a sort of bridged design along the top. It's missing all of the stem, but I think it's quite cool.
Earlier in the year, at one of my Meet the Mudlark sessions, one of the Mudlarks found this pipe stem, which I thought was lovely, since we were only a short walk away from Stepney, so that is another favourite. On the subject of Meet the Mudlarks, I am hoping to hold more events like this year, so that if you are new to mudlarking and want to have a little more knowledge about the foreshore, I can help a little. It will be an hour or so, either late in the morning or early in the afternoon, and anyone is welcome. Please note that to properly mudlark, you require a licence from the Port of London Authority. Please check the PLA's website linked below after this video to find out more. Moving on, in this new year, I hope to finally organise all of my treasures, which will be another upcoming video, and share more of the stories of those finds on my blog. If you didn't know, my mudlarking journey started in the first lockdown of 2020, so my collection of treasures from the Thames has gotten rather big. We were only allowed out for an hour a day, and in that hour I spent my time on the beach. I have learned a lot of my knowledge from Nicola White's videos here on YouTube and other mudlarks that share their story on the platform. Speaking of which, I am posting lots of my finds as short photo carousels on Instagram. Make sure to follow if you want to stay up to date with their history. Back to the mudlarking journey of mine, I then started Wapping's plastic-free community in 2021, and now I have been running my business inspired by my finds from the Thames since 2023. While we are on the topic of history, did you know that there were events called frost fairs? I thought I'd talk about something that mixes this time of the year with mudlarking, when the Thames used to freeze over. Of course, this doesn't happen anymore, but these frost fairs, as they were called, were fun events held along the frozen River Thames in the 19th century and before. There are also records as early as the 7th century, but between the early 17th and 19th centuries, there was something known as the Little Ice Age. Though even during this period of time, frost fairs were rare. However, in 1683 to 84, there was the Great Frost, where the Thames was frozen for 2 whole months. The ice was even reported to extend well into the North Sea, but this did cause problems in shipping and the use of harbours. Please note, I'm not a historian, so I used other online sources to gather my research. Moving on, we do all know that the Thames no longer completely freezes. This is because our weather doesn't get as cold, and definitely not for a very long period of time. We barely get any snow here in the UK, just lots and lots of rain. Mudlarking in cold conditions like this can be hard. Cold water spraying onto your already frozen fingers and a seaside-like breeze blowing off your hat. One of my tips is to wear gloves and make sure you are well prepared for the weather ahead. Spring is just around the corner, and it will be time for the last podcast episode of this seasonal year, with blooming flowers, baby swans floating along the Thames. I hope you had a festive season and are settling well into the new year. Like and subscribe if you are ready to start mudlarking. Bye!